The single most important question that every person will answer is this: is there really a God? Every person answers this question, and how they answer it shapes the course of their lives unlike any other question. When the atheist says no, the course of their life is set at that very moment. When the missionary answers yes, again a radically different course is seen in the life of that person. There are and always have been many voices in the world that claim to have the answer to this question, and each of them presents evidence as to why they have and hold the truth to the answer. The Bible claims to be the truth and the very Word of God Himself. But is the Bible truly the Word of God? Today, 69% of all adults in the United States believe in an all-powerful, all-knowing Creator of the universe. And 48% of all adults believe that the Bible is 100% accurate in all that it teaches. The questions that must be asked are, why is this so? What is it that separates the Bible from all other writings? Is there anything that makes the Bible different and sets it apart from every other religious writing? The answer is yes. There is one thing that sets the Bible apart and proves that it is the very Word of God. It reveals the magnitude of God's awesome power and His divine infinite knowledge. It is prophecy that separates the Bible into a category apart from all the rest. It is here that God's awesome power and His divine infinite knowledge has been clearly seen right up to this very day. But is there concrete evidence that prophecy has truly been fulfilled throughout history? From the very outset in the book of Genesis, prophecies too numerous to count have all been literally fulfilled throughout recorded time. When Jesus came 2,000 years ago, it is estimated that He alone fulfilled well over 350 prophecies spoken in the Old Testament. Among these prophecies that He fulfilled was the prophecy that has been said to be the most central prophecy in the entire Bible. It is the prophecy that is known as the 70 weeks, or the 70 sevens, contained in the book of Daniel. This prophecy foretells the exact time Israel would have paid for and put an end to its past sins, brought in everlasting righteousness, and anointed the Most Holy. This final act will completely fulfill all of the prophecies, bringing an end to prophecy itself. It is also this prophecy that clearly foretells that the Messiah would be cut off and killed because there was nothing left for Him. The book of Daniel also tells us that the prophecies were to be sealed and were not to be understood until the time of the end. Countless numbers throughout history searched for the answer to this prophecy, each believing that they might be living in the time of the end. Beginning in 1894, many came to believe that God gave us a part of the answer to the prophecy of the 70 weeks through Sir Robert Anderson in his book, The Coming Prince. In this book, Sir Robert also stated that Israel had to become a nation once again, because the prophecies in the Bible must be literally fulfilled. From the time that he published this book, many argued that Sir Robert was wrong about this prophecy, and he was wrong about Israel. History has proven that Sir Robert was right about Israel. Just 54 years later, in 1948, Israel did become a nation once again, exactly as Sir Robert stated must take place. For the first time, it may now be clearly seen that not only was Sir Robert right about Israel literally becoming a nation once again, he was also exactly right about the prophecy of the 70 weeks and its timing. The clear and startling truth is that God not only foretold the exact time for everlasting righteousness to be present on the earth and for the Most Holy to be anointed, He also foretold the exact lengths of time for each of Israel's punishments for disobedience. Each of these historical punishments were fulfilled in the exact same way that Sir Robert had seen the cutting off of the Messiah in the 70 weeks prophecy fulfilled. Two of these previously unseen prophecies confirm that Sir Robert was exactly correct. Today, we are now the witnesses to 7 literally fulfilled prophecies of God, with each of them fulfilled in exactly the same way that Sir Robert had put forward. 3 of these literally fulfilled prophecies all point to one specific year that came to pass in our generation. Can we now clearly see God taking action in our generation? Is our generation the final generation that will witness the cataclysmic collision between God and mankind spoken of in the Bible? Is this the final generation spoken of in the Bible? Is there a God? Among God's final words to us in the book of Revelation is this: the testimony of Jesus is the spirit of prophecy. Prophecy has always held the answers to these questions and many, many more. However, the answers to many of these prophecies were only to be revealed at the time of the end. Through the information in this final generation, God has now given us new, clear, convincing, and concrete answers to many of these questions. God is very real. God has never ceased working to this very hour. You are a witness to what He has done, what He is doing, and what He will soon do. Do you understand what you are witnessing today? Read this final generation, and you will.